What's up, YouTube? It's Joe Catchpolia sitting on the couch, making some money, investing in fractional real estate online, as usual. Today is Friday, so it's time for this week's installment of the 52-week challenge. This is where I share what I bought this week as far as fractional real estate goes. You are welcome to jump into the Discord. There's a channel specifically for this, so you can share what you bought as well. Or you're welcome to put that in the comments. We're just trying to share ideas, share motivation, make sure that people aren't just looking at lots of deals and never pulling the trigger. I do have a playlist for this, so you can actually go back and see what I've bought every single week for most of this year anyway. And even though I called it the 52-week challenge, I'm probably just going to keep doing this forever. So, the goal is to continue to accumulate little pieces of real estate. So let's jump right into it. What did I buy this week? Oh, before I forget, please like and subscribe. In the description of this video, I have links to all the sites that I currently invest in fractional real estate online. Do your own due diligence on any of those platforms, right? You can use those links. Some of them give you free money. Some of them say that they do, but they don't really. Maybe they will in the future. But you want to do your own due diligence on the platforms and on the properties themselves. Just because I'm investing in some of these things doesn't mean that you should. I've not done as well as I'd like to on some of them. Done fantastic on others, but the timing of it, my risk profile, all sorts of stuff could be different for you. So don't just buy it just because I did. So I've got this up, the Watt on Mogul. I didn't get a piece of this. This is the one that sold out in like 30 minutes of it going live on their site. It seems like it was actually sold out, maybe even, I don't know. It was sold out very quickly. I didn't even do a due diligence video on this one because it was sold out before I had a chance to. But I just wanted to mention it because I just thought that was crazy, and I hadn't said anything about that. There is another one that just came out today that I'm going to do a due diligence video on, probably later this morning. So, okay, what did I actually buy? 2 pieces of LROs on ground floor. I had one payoff this week, and I bought 2 new pieces. I actually have cash just sitting here, just a little bit. There haven't been enough new ones coming out that for me to pick up in time. Some of them just sold out quicker than before I got on here. But so picked up 2. Just sticking with my trying to get really wide diversification. Can't seem to get past 100. I got up to there, and then I've had payoffs and buying some, and so hopefully it gets to a point where, if I can get to where I can have like 150 to 200, that's the goal, right? And if I can get to that point, then I'll start to put more in each one. I'll put more cash on the platform. But if I can't get that real wide diversification, and have it maintain where they're not just like paying off in droves because they're just moving those loans to some other product. I'm just not sure that I'm that excited, and there's nothing magical about 150 or 200, but I think 100 isn't quite enough, right? I don't know. Maybe that's just me being a little weird about it. I was hoping to get closer to 200 initially, or even more. It seemed like that was going to be possible. I think I was at like 125 before they had that big mass payoff that they did. Anyway, building back up. If we get there, I'll probably start using this a little bit more. It does seem like the quality has gone down a little bit. I am still just sticking with my widest possible diversification, buying a little piece of every single one. So far, that has worked out well for me, right? I've got one in extended status right now. I've never had any that have gone into default. I've had 26 of the extended ones pay off. All other 140 that paid off, just performed as expected, and 98 of my 99 are currently performing. So had very, very good luck so far. So I don't know. I mean, if that keeps up, I'll probably eventually add some more. That one thing that happened, I guess now 5 months ago or something, just really turned me off of the whole idea, because I don't want to, all of these different sites are places where I can put cash to work, but I don't want it to sit idle. And when they just like paid off, half my portfolio in a short period of time, and now it's been hard to build back up, it's a little problematic. Let's see, what's next? I bought a couple of properties on Lofty. This is one you probably haven't seen me buy in a while. It's 1388 Penhurst Road in Cleveland. This home is completely trashed. We've had it on the market. We've had a couple different agents. Um, there is nothing good to say about it. We missed a couple offers. We had a couple good cash offers, and the other Dow members voted against it. They tried to counter it at some, like, we lost a deal, a sale probably 3 or 4 months ago now over, I think, $1,500 counter, which is just silly. But the price tanked this past week, $8.99. At that price, per token, it just makes it makes me believe that excuse me, an eventual sale will still make decent money. This Oracle price valuation 47,000 is kind of interesting. What is that? That's at $31.73. Somewhere near there is where we actually had a cash offer. I think it was 45,000, but I'm not positive. I think we have some debt. Do we have some debt? Or maybe not. Well, yeah, $3,000 negative OR. If we sell this for $20,000 at this price, I'm doing okay. Is that true? How many outstanding tokens do we have? Let's see. Where do we see that here? 14. Yeah. I mean, I'm not excited at $20,000, but if we get to $25,000 or $30,000 sale, it's just really hard to get hurt when you're buying tokens that are so cheap. As long as you've done your due diligence, you know that the property has it hasn't burned to the ground. We haven't had the deed stolen. All these different things. We don't have a ton of debt. Those are the things I'm looking for. If it seems like we don't have any of those problems and we have this crazy low price, I'm going to be a buyer when I have a little excess cash in my Lofty account. Now, I have still been slowly taking cash off. We have one big payoff coming out from the Odom property finally selling. I think that's going to turn into cash tomorrow. And I think I'll take most of that off the platform. I'll probably reinvest some in some of these super cheap ones that I think we're going to be able to sell relatively quickly. But I'm not making long-term bets on there. I just still am not comfortable. Although I do have a video coming up. They did a couple more little things that made me think, okay, maybe there's some hope. So anyway, we'll see. The next one, Winkler, I bought, again, this was just completely price driven. It's up to $11 now. I think I bought mine at 9 or 10. It's another one. It's just, it's so hard to understand how I'm going to lose money at such a cheap token price. It's a property we're just going to try to sell in the real world, and should do well depending on, there are a lot of issues with the home. As long as we can sell them and not have to, do too much in repairs or concessions, I think we'll be all right with that one. So this one is one I picked up a little bit more of. And then 7014 Raymond Ave. You've seen me buy this probably every single week. Maybe even since I started this. Maybe not. I'm sure I probably skipped a few weeks. I did a video a while back. If you search this address on my channel, you'll find it, my thoughts on this one. More and more, I think it's just going to turn into a real world sale. That seems to be what other people who are talking about this one want to do. And it would work perfectly fine for me with my basis. This one does have a little bit more debt. We owe money to the Universal Lending DAO. We also have, where's our OR balance on this one? Yeah, also negative 7,000 operating reserve. Wait a minute, was I not looking at the OR on this one? Negative, yeah, that's the NOI. What am I looking at? Where is the, I think we have a negative OR on here too. Why am I missing that when I'm looking at this? Because I'm doing this at 4 in the morning. I didn't just get up either. I'm going to go to bed soon. Oh, right there. Negative 2,000 in the operating reserve. Oh, so this one looks even better, right? It's 2, not 3. This NOI is just, yeah. I mean, because we're not renting it, so all we're doing is losing money. Makes perfect sense. And so Raymond, yeah, again, we're in the process of evicting a tenant. once they're out, I think it's pretty likely that we're going to sell it. There's some chance I'm going to just try to buy this from the DAO off of them to, burn my tokens as part of the down payment and whatnot. I've got a manager in this area that I like, so we'll see. I don't know, but I think that, it's a possibility. That's it though. That's everything that I bought this week. Tokens and 3 properties on Lofty, and the ground floor LROs. Nothing else on Moogle. Excuse me. Or on Solslot or anywhere else. Gotta find some more deals. I'm gonna be looking at another Mogul one tonight, so hopefully we'll see some stuff for tomorrow. I expect there to be some big token moves on Lofty over the next couple of weeks because there's a bunch of cash hitting the system. There are Odoms getting redeemed, right? That's sold and we'll get cash from that. What are the other 2? There's 2 others. And so maybe even 3 others, or there's at least 2 others. And so there should be a lot of cash hitting that system. It'll be really interesting to see how much of that cash just gets pulled off of Lofty versus gets reinvested in some of these super cheap properties. It might just be some exit possibilities for me. I don't know, but we'll see. In any case, that's everything that I bought this week. Go ahead and feel free to share where you bought. Until next time, I'm going to just keep making mistakes so that you don't have to.